Hello, good morning, good evening. How are you doing? Today we will be checking out clip paint on an iPad. I've never animated effects in clip paint, so it's gonna be tricky. Today is 24th, so I assume a lot of people are preparing to celebrate Christmas now. So happy holidays. If you happen to be here, thank you. So I briefly tried to do something, but I really have no idea what the hell I'm doing. I know that there are animation folders and I can create timelines. Okay, let's start with this. Folder, nope. Create cell. I guess let's just start. Let's do something really simple, just to figure out the workflow. New cell? Okay. Onion skin. I haven't figured out how to adjust onion skin settings yet. But I'm pretty sure we'll figure it out. So now it would be cool to see the first frame with onion skin as well. I have no idea how to do that though. It's really difficult without seeing just one frame with onion skin. Animation, light table. I don't know what happened. Has anyone worked in clip paint? People in chat? Also, how do I set up the duration of the animation? Let's see. I have no idea. Guess we can move this thing. Let me try. Okay, this works. I'm kind of animating it blindly. Isn't perfect. Also, can we adjust the duration of cells? I think I just did. I just want to animate a simple arc of something moving from the camera, and then when we get the timing down, I will start animating fire shapes on top of it. Oh, weird, my chat isn't working. Okay, now I see. Hey people! I felt kind of lonely without you. Hey John. Indentation says animation, show animation cells, onion skin settings. Animation, Show animation cells. Oh, sweet. Would be cool to have it a bit more accessible. Thank you. Yeah, it's a bit weird on the iPad. All the buttons, because you don't have a mouse, you can't hover over buttons to see what they do. I'm just randomly clicking on things, judging by the icon. Actually, let me make it a bit more, a bit less big. Oh no, let's stop. Let's do 20. Hey Danny, how to apply glow effect and clips to do paint? We'll figure it out eventually. Let me just figure out how to animate. Hey Jonathan, I thought I could watch but actually have dinner now. I just watched to say you're awesome, Alex. Thank you. Have a nice dinner. I was curious how the UI would transfer between the two versions. I have never used it, by the way, just googling. Yeah, thank you. I mean, if you know what you're doing, it works, right? It might be a bit difficult to figure things out on your own without googling. Because I like to learn soft, if it's possible, but just exploring. I feel like I remember things a bit better that way. If we just click everything and see what it does, versus, I don't know, watching tutorials. Eventually, I can like search for something specific, but at the start, just pressing buttons works best for me, usually. So it's pretty important that the UI is, well, very simple and friendly. That's why I like Procreate so much, because it's so straightforward. How are you guys doing anyways? The Christmas is so close. And I know it can be quite stressful at times. I'm sitting here trying to figure out Procreate, so cheers. Sweet! Hope you enjoyed. I assume your iPad arrived. My week so far has been quite relaxing. I finally played some Cyberpunk. And oh boy, it's a weird game. I played it like for 8 hours. Hey Rachel, how are you doing? Yeah, ride's been great so far. Yep, got it set up last night. How do you like it so far? What do you think about the iPencil? Excellent relaxing this week too. Sweet! I think it's really important to relax these holidays, especially this year with how stressful it was, and like when you work from home for almost like more than half a year, right? It can be quite difficult to balance life and work. Everything feels like work, at least to me. So I found myself actually trying intentionally to relax a bit more than usually. I mean, right now I'm animating effects, so probably I'm not doing a good job, right? But I played games yesterday. So anyways, Cyberpunk. I kind of have Cyberpunk inspired lighting today. At least what I can achieve with my two lights. Привет, Григорий, доброго вечера. Можно спросить, вот эти эффекты огня создаются конкретно под какое-то действие или просто абстрактные уже потом используются там, где больше всего подходит? Обычно для какого-то конкретного действия. На стримах я просто анимирую for fun. Просто что мне нравится. И используются они только на стримах. Dude, seriously, I'm actually super grateful to force myself not to work these next 2 weeks, trying not to look at the work half of my computer. That's cool. Yeah, fortunately I have like my home laptop and work laptop, and I mean they're separate, so I can just put my work laptop away. But the issue is that my work laptop is way more powerful. So when I want to work to play something that's heavy on performance like Cyberpunk, still need to use my work laptop. So far so good. Reference imported and practicing flame shapes. Pencil is good so far. I'm tripping over some of the gesture controls, but figuring it out. Cool. I'm not like using gesture controls that much. I mean, I use canvas rotation and scale. I think in Procreate, that's it. And I'm just using the on-screen buttons. In Clipbait already I figured out that 3 fingers is, or 2 fingers is undo, 3 fingers is redo. So that's cool. I think you can do it in Procreate too. Have any of you played Cyberpunk yet? I mean, I want to talk about it. I played for 8 hours in a row, and it's a mixed bag of experience. I thought like about 6 hours in that, okay, I won't play it because I'm not enjoying it. It's not fun. It's weird. The pacing is super weird. But then the story kind of got me. Now I want to know what's next. But in terms of gameplay, it's so far it doesn't feel like an RPG at all. Maybe it will change in the future, but so far I wish it was, I don't know, just like single player, linear, story-based shooter. And dialogues felt super awkward and weird, like dialogue options. Because sometimes the game acts like it gives you choice, but actually it wants you to do something specific. Like if you don't make the correct choice, you just die and you load the game back up. So that felt weird. Like, don't give me a choice if there's no choice. Like, there are a couple spots where, especially when the choice has like a timer, and to me it implies that you can do nothing for a different outcome. But that's not the case. And I really dislike that. So far, I really hate the UI. It's like the color scheme they chose, reds and blue signs. It looks cool, but for an experienced gamer, it messes up with your expectations. Like every time I see red UI elements appear, it just triggers my reflexes that, okay, that's something either dangerous or important. Like, you know, red UI elements, they're always important. And here is just, oh, that's just like the basic tooltip. And it just, I don't know, I feel anxious in this game. Because like every 10 seconds, there is like an emergency red message on the screen. Maybe I need to get used to it, but so far it's just always like triggering my senses. Single player story games just aren't my jam, but I love the world they create. It's really pretty. You guys actually playing any good VFX moments? I'm playing on like medium to low specs, so everything looks kind of weird. And visually, I can't name anything specific in terms of VFX. Like, they had good explosions and muzzle flashes, like, you know, your normal stuff in sci-fi shooter. In terms of environments, like, if you haven't played it, it is pretty. But once again, it's so confusing to look at. And I don't know why. Maybe it would be cool to be in these places in real life. Because I think, like in real life, our eyes perceive things not the same way like you see on the screen, right? Because the screen is just a flat picture. So when you have like a street in the Night City or whatever the name of the city is, and there are like hundreds of glowing banners on your screen, like I have no idea where to look. It's a bit just not a bit, it's very confusing. And like colored lights everywhere, it looks pretty when you just like look at screenshot, but in terms of gameplay, not a fan, honestly. Because I think in real life it would be a bit better to be in this kind of environments. Like the way your eye can focus on certain things and kind of ignore the rest. On the monitor, I know, everything is on the screen and weird. Just for me, it was weird to traverse. But that's kind of the problem I have with a lot of modern games in general. Like Call of Duty games. I don't play them that much, but I prefer older Call of Duties like Call of Duty 4, Modern Warfare, original one. They are super like clear in terms of visibility. They still look kind of pretty to me, but they're not overwhelming you with the details. Modern games, they're just like too much details. And a lot of times you have to put glowy stuff on your characters just to make them visible and separate them from the noisy backgrounds. The biggest issue for me right now is key mapping, constantly skipping dialogue when trying to crouch and crouch. Right. Yeah, I haven't really figured out the gameplay. So far I've been blindly shooting people. In the tutorial they show you, here's like quick hacking, here's stealth, and this and this and that. And I'm just obviously so confused. I'm just shooting people and running. Yeah, you really need to build in visual peaks and valleys in a game. That makes sense. Yeah, and it like you build peaks and valleys like overall, globally, in terms of like gameplay, overall like flow and feel, and also like for specific environments and locations. Here I feel like there is a problem with both in terms of gameplay pacing. for me, like, the start of the game was very rushed and hectic, with no like room, time to breathe and absorb all the information that you've been given. And specifically for just like scene by scene, I had the same issue. Привет, Ban. Hi, Ban. I went with the hacker build, so quick hacking has gotten more interesting, so I've been leveling it up. As I've been leveling it up. Sad that I can't respec attribute points, though. Okay, so it has some variety. So far, it's like... I guess that's just the way I play. But I play this way because I'm confused. Hi, Igor. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. I'm trying to figure out Clip Paint Studio today, but people who promised to help me last time aren't here. Merry Christmas, Angie. Hope you're having a lovely holiday season. It is Christmas Eve here in Canada. Cool. Merry Christmas. How are you doing? In Russia, we don't celebrate this Christmas. We like our main holiday is New Year's Day, so it's up ahead. But I've been doing great so far. Trying to keep it chill. Remember to relax. What are you animating? It's probably gonna be fire, just to, I don't know, keep the fire theme rolling this month. But I know, fire projectile thingy, energy flying from the camera somewhere. I really haven't planned any of this. I'm just trying to make things move, just to start to figure out the very basic workflow. Hey, Sir Rodfish, are you dabbing? Привет с наступающим. Подскажи, плиз, если знаешь артистов, которые в стиле вау-арты и текстуры делают. Я смог найти только Наташу Нильсон, но Google немного работ выдает. Благодарю. Oh, we have some Blizzard people in the chat. Or familiar with Blizzard people. Someone asked artists that are doing WoW style, World of Warcraft style arts and textures. Like I'm bad with remembering the names of the artists. I can probably find you some people on ArtStation. Just can you actually see what people are liking on ArtStation? Like if you go to my profile, can you see what I'm adding to favorites? I'm not sure. But recently on ArtStation there was a huge art dump by Blizzard people. A lot of World of Warcraft stuff. И если ты, кстати, не понимаешь, что я говорю по-английски, на ArtStation недавно куча постов было от чуваков из Blizzard с последнего дополнения World of Warcraft. Я думаю, их там в ленте еще можно отыскать. Конкретных я особо не помню, к сожалению, имен. I'm not. What's your first impressions about Clip Paint Studio? It's cool. I mean, it's been 40 minutes, so not a lot of experience here. But I like the fact that you can create multiple timelines, and it's still like layer system similar to Photoshop, but there are also animation folders that, I guess, like multiple timelines and animation folders are the same thing, so it's a step up from Photoshop and Procreate. So far it's quite promising. The UI is a bit confusing because I can't like hover my mouse over buttons to see what they do, because I'm on an iPad. So there is definitely a learning curve to it. It is a personal project you're working on. This is a personal project that I'm working on for the streams. I'm just animating things on streams for the sake of it. Unfortunately, I can't really show any work-related stuff on streams, so it's just my personal effects. The idea was to have a reason to practice, so I started streaming because there was quite a gap where I didn't. There was time where I stopped animating 2D effects for some time when I worked on Diablo 4 at Blizzard, because like flipbooks weren't really needed there. And you get rusty pretty quickly. And I thought that I needed to, how do I say it, like freshen up my skills. So now I'm streaming. Cool, I love watching your process. I'm studying FX animation for my last year in college, and watching your work really helps. Awesome. Glad it helps. What's the English word for it? Like field? Like what are you studying at college? I think I haven't finished talking about Cyberpunk, by the way. Anyways, in the end, I kind of liked it, and I want to play more. And I think it's because of the story. Because now I'm curious what will happen next. But I wish that the UI and gameplay was a bit different. Thinking of it, I think I would like almost prefer Telltale style game, just in this world where it's very focused on the story, mostly focused on the story and characters, with very simple gameplay. I don't think open world in Cyberpunk works that well to justify itself. It was general animation. We started traditional on paper. This year I got to specify to 2D animation and choose a subject. Rigging, storyboarding, effects for my independent study class. They taught us a bit of everything, which is cool. Yeah, that's awesome. I think that's what colleges should do. Because, at least from my experience, I was quite young. I mean, everyone is young. That's not what I want to say. I guess I haven't really knew what I want to do when I was in college. And a lot of people are not sure yet, I think. So trying a bit of everything is a cool way of maybe find what you're really interested in. Because like I always enjoyed drawing, so I knew that. But that's not very specific, right? And I gradually shifted to effects animation on my first or second job, where I got a chance to do a bit of everything. And effects felt like they were most fun. That's awesome, Angie. Classes for VFX really have come a long way. Definitely have. It has been a really fun experience learning it. Speaking of classes, have anyone tried Jason Kaiser's VFX Apprentice yet? Like the 2D portion, the new course? I want to try it for myself. And I might be biased here, but there are so many cool VFX artists participating. I want to learn something new. Because for me, it's like my career is kind of weird because I worked as a freelancer for, well, most of it. And I didn't have any colleagues, like effects artist colleagues, most of the time. Pretty much until I joined Blizzard. And it's always useful to have someone, like some other artists around you, to inspire you, help you out, and just to see how other people do things. And I think I lacked in this field for the most of my career. It's honestly pretty much the reason why I decided to join Blizzard and move continents and work in-house. Because at one point I felt like I hit the ceiling with my growth in art. And at that point I thought it was necessary to work in-house, to join the team and work with other people. And it helped me a lot. Now I'm back to working remotely. I think I spent 11 months at Blizzard working in-house. And it was very valuable in terms of growing my skills, meeting new people. And honestly, not just, what are they called, like hard skills? Hard skills are craft specific, but soft skills are just communication and other things. And I think I learned a lot new things in both areas. Because once again, working remotely for the most of my time, for the most of my career, like you don't really learn these soft skills. I want to pause here just a tiny bit more. I've only watched the first 2 lessons, warm-ups and blips, but Jason has really good method of explaining the time-lapse recordings. He pauses when he needs to explore the topic further. Cool! I really miss having other VFX artists around. Being the only one on the team is tough. Yeah, I can relate. I enjoy it in some ways, because a lot of my previous experience on the projects was where I was the only VFX artist. And I like the freedom and creative control you have. What I dislike is the fact that I have to work in engine that I never worked in before. And being not a very technical VFX artist in general, like mostly focusing on flipbooks, it's quite tough. But I really enjoy it. Just small complaints. I miss the social aspect. Because I'm not just working remotely, I'm working remotely from Russia with people in the US. And most of the time I'm 11 hours ahead. So it's very hard to just like socialize. There are pros and cons in it. And I chose myself to work like this. But just like you can't deny some things that are better in-house. What are you working on right now, Rachel? Freedom is great, control of the style is great, but man, not having the eye of another effects artist around to make me better is the worst part. Yeah, I agree. I'm working in Unreal right now. Hopefully, like, there are a lot of info about Unreal on the internet. But the thing is, sometimes I do things that not a lot of other effects artists on the internet do. And finding specific answers can get a bit tricky. How did you end up getting into the gaming industry as a visual effects artist? Was it more tough to do than getting a job doing effects for shows? So, originally, I think, I was trying to get a job as an animator on TV shows. Because I used to animate characters. Poorly, but I enjoyed doing it. And in Russia, there are not a lot of studios that do TV animation in general. And I kind of landed my first job in games, making games for social networks, where I did a bit of everything. And I've been posting my works online. And effects were getting a lot of traction So I started to receive offers for effects. You get offers for effects, you post more effects online. You get more offers. And gradually I became the effects artist. I didn't like 3D effects at all. I've been mainly doing 2D stuff for a long time until people from Airship Syndicate, Joe Madureira, reached out to me asking if I want to work on battle chasers in Unity. And I'm a huge fan of Joe Madureira. And I said yes. So I learned how to do 3D effects while working on battle chasers. And next thing you know, I'm across the globe working at Blizzard. I would love to work in shows or featured animation. When I worked on Into the Spider-Verse, it was amazing. Just the fact that you don't have to think about optimization and any technical stuff, shaders, materials. I don't care, I'm just drawing pretty pictures. And that's great, that's awesome. So yeah, I would love to work in animation sometime in future. Just right now I'm really happy with my current project. I'm working on a fighting game at Riot Games, and I'm a huge fan of fighting games, so I want to finish it. And you never know what he'll do next. I'm a bit confused what I'm doing now. I'm at Bonfire, brand new game and brand new team. That's awesome. I assume that the fact that you're there says that you enjoy working on a brand new titles. I like it too. Creating something new is... I think it's more interesting personally to me than sequels. If you aren't on the real-time Discord server, it might help. They have engine-specific child groups. I've gotten a lot of help with Unity there. That's a good suggestion. I should be better in, I don't know, being a part of a community, because I'm not on real-time effects forum, no Discord servers, nothing. And I think that's what I need to improve, and that's what I already improved a lot at Blizzard. Just working with other people, learning how to ask questions and ask for help. Because my workflow is Just Google it. And it has benefits. But learning other options, having other options, is cool too. This soundtrack is mean. I don't remember these tracks in the game. I like them. Anyone knows where the soundtrack's from? I love Blizzard, but I was there for 10 years. I needed to see what else was out there. Love the game, we're making a bonfire. It's a great move. Awesome, let's hear. Yeah, I love Blizzard too. I've been there for 11 months, a bit less than you. But yeah, I prefer a bit different workflow. I don't know if I'm just used to being a freelancer. How do I say it? Or that just the way I prefer to work. But considering I'm enjoying my work a bit more now, I think I just like working remotely. I remember that track. Merry Christmas, cause WK? Sorry, I don't know how to pronounce your name. Yes, Angie. Correct. Have you played it? I played a little bit with Squid Game. Yeah, I I don't think I've beaten level 2. I really liked it. It wasn't very friendly in co-op. But just the concept, the gameplay of it, and the soundtrack was pretty cool. Maybe I need to go back to it on holidays. What is your favorite game to play when you have free time? So it's kind of like a comfort game to play. And usually it's Heroes of the Storm or Hearthstone, Blizzard games. And it's fun. Most of the time. A lot of times it feels like I'm just being lazy and I don't want to explore anything new. Just play something familiar. But yeah, it's these two games. I think Heroes of the Storm is amazing, and originally when I was applying to Blizzard, I was applying for Heroes of the Storm. I ended up on Diablo 4, which was super fun too. What about you, chat? Favorite comfort game? Favorite game to play when you have free time? Probably Age of Empires 2 bot matches for me or StarCraft 2. RTS games then. I'm super big Pokemon fan, it's definitely a nostalgic comfort. I think I played Pokemon X. Like the only Pokemon game I've ever played. Well, and Pokemon Go. And I didn't really understand the gameplay appeal of Pokemon games. I really like the creature designs. But I think it's like there is some logic to it. We didn't have like Game Boys in Russia when I was young. And we had the show, the animated show, but not the games. So I kind of missed out on Pokemon games when I was younger, and I wasn't able to enjoy them when I got older. Hearthstone and Minecraft for me right now, very chill gaming. Are you playing Battlegrounds or normal Hearthstone? Because I'm playing Battlegrounds because you don't have to think about your deck, and you can stop playing for a couple of months and still be able to return to the game without feeling that you are behind in some way. I think I need to try playing Minecraft, because I don't think I ever really tried playing it. I'm not sure what to do there. How do I end this animation? Battlegrounds all the way. Yeah, it really changed Hearthstone for me, because I stopped playing a long time ago with all the updates. It was just a bit difficult for me to keep up. And Battlegrounds changed everything. Now I can play whenever I want without the stress of, well, the fact that I have to play every day, every week to be able to enjoy the game. I think that was a great idea. I don't know if people who play normal mode feel the same way, but I personally really like it. It took me playing Minecraft with people who knew what they were doing to really get hooked to play some deep game. Are there any specific goals? This soundtrack is so funny. I really wanted to make something simple today. Like a tiny fire particle or something like that. And look what we're making now. A bit more complex than I expected. As the last effect, we spent 3-4 streams making it. This time I wanted to make something a bit more simple. And I think I'm doing the opposite here. There's an ant dragon and a few other big boss type things you can get to. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, I have some friends who enjoy playing Terraria, which is a side view Minecraft-like game. Maybe they will enjoy playing Minecraft too. I'm kind of looking for a game to play with friends. Because we're out of games right now. We've been playing Sea of Thieves. It's been super fun when it lasted. But we're kind of done now. We're looking for something new to play. Hopefully something relatively chill. Because we have a different... Like, people in our group have different gaming experiences. Playing something like Minecraft might be cool. Terraria is great too, very similar ideas. Minecraft is great with friends. Terraria was. What's the word for it? I know, I felt like it was a bit more fighting focused for me than Minecraft. But that might not be the case. Also, Terraria was, I don't know, it's quite ugly. Thanks for swinging by, Angie. Happy holidays. And see you next time. We almost have a loop. Kind of. I'm gonna spend a bit more time here before finishing the animation. Okay, it's something. I think we can animate something over it. See you, Rachel. Happy holidays. Really like the way you transition from ones to twos and then that hold on frame 13. Yeah, I think it's a lack of proper spacing. The way I animate is quite even, so I'm trying to compensate with, well, with twos and threes. I think this freeze is a bit too jarring actually. But yeah, that's just how I usually adjust the spacing and timing of my animations. I'll probably hold a bit more here too. But it can be like the spacing might be a bit uneven. But I'm trying to hold specific keyframes for a bit longer, even if it's just a tiny bit jarring, just for the viewer to understand what's happening. But I think if you make it super fast without these pauses, it might be a bit confusing. A lot of effects animation in anime can be like that, where they change the camera angles a lot and you're flying through tons of rockets with like smoke trails. Sometimes you just lose you stop understanding what's happening. And I think that at some point it can be too much. So I'm trying to have these moments where the viewer can have a moment to understand what's happening. And these frames, you try to polish them up as much as you can, because they will imprint in viewer's brain. So they should look cool. I guess that's the definition of keyframes, right? Yeah, keyframes are imprinted. Breakdowns just blend in with the rest of the frames. Right. It took me a while to understand it. But right now I'm trying to improve specifically this aspect. Like more snappy timing, but clearer animation overall. I like this secondary swirl tendril around the main beam. So I think I wanted to make it a bit even more visible. We'll add a in-between frame here. And you see, like, I most of the time don't use keyframes. But sometimes when I'm adjusting the timing, might be useful. swirl is secondary animation. Right. You have the main thing and you have something that animates on top of it. I guess that's the definition of secondary animation, right? That's where you see my lack of training shows up. I'm trying to explain things. That most of the people in animation probably know already. But I'm just figuring them out. My error is always trying to make everything primary animation. Can you give me an example? We can probably go crazy with this. So make it a bit more volumetric. It's super messy right now, I just want to test one thing. Oh. No, that doesn't look right. It'd be like... this. Yeah, that might look cool. Like we're going through the tunnel that this second swirl creates. Let me turn off onion skin for now, so I can understand better, a bit better what's happening here. Animation is a bit messy. And we're looking. Let's see if we can fix it. Don't need this part anymore. We need star on the end, like hit animation. Maybe. Let me see. Nah, I think we're good. Like we're following some type of projectile, but at first it goes faster than camera, but then camera moves faster than projectile. So the camera overtakes it, right? Probably don't need this in between anymore. See if I can make this frame a bit clearer. With this transition, this swirl, as nice as it is. Does it make sense to you what's happening? Makes sense to me. So we're following this thing and going through the ring. Probably not the best idea to fill in the line art for now, because I won't be able to see the previous frames with onion skin. Okay, let's focus on polishing things. Шикарно получается. Спасибо. Все довольно грязное. Но я думаю, мы сейчас постепенно с этим будем разбираться. Главное, пока мы все добавляем детали и чистим, не потерять тайминг и, не знаю, энергию, все. Так она бывает, когда начинаешь скетчи чистить. Ну, смотришь, ну, блин, на скетч так круто смотрелось. Финальная работа какая-то скучная, стерильная. Так часто бывает не только с анимацией. Ну да, у меня когда персонажи я рисую тоже такое случается. Да вообще не только даже с рисованием. У меня так и с музыкальными некоторыми штуками бывает. Ты не хочешь записать уроки или стрим по разным обучалкам сделать? Ну, по типу разбор, что такое тайминг, сделать законченную работу. Не делать законченную работу, а как бы схемы. Просто мне кажется, я не очень хорошо как раз вот это все объясняю и сам понимаю. Поэтому, собственно, для курса Джейсона Кайзера VFX Apprentice я не стал ничего именно делать туториалы. Мы ограничились таймлапсами, просто записью того, как я делаю эффект. Потому что я сказал, блин, я не знаю, как объяснять. Ну, наверное, это сигнализирует о том, что я не до конца понимаю, что я делаю. Но все же. Не счел себя квалифицированным делать именно туториалы. И на стримах я всегда рад на вопрос поотвечать, и я стараюсь объяснять, что я делаю в том или ином моменте. Если мне в голову что-то приходит. Но прям чтобы туториалы и схемы не очень пока как-то мне с этим хорошо получается. Мне кажется, в целом идея хорошая, только я не знаю, как к этому подойти. Спасибо, Владимир, большое, что следите за теплые слова. Если еще как бы совсем откровенно, то мне не очень интересно именно учить. Как преподаватель. Мне нравится анимировать, мне нравится рисовать. Обучение меня пока что не прям супер привлекает. И делать такие конкретно схемы, туториалы не супер интересно. Педагогика — это другая профессия. Ну вот да. Интересно говорить о своей работе, об анимации. Вот когда люди приходят на стрим и спрашивают вопросы, мы обсуждаем. Это все интересно. В обучающих видео-туториалах есть, может быть, корыстный умысел. Потому что я знаю, что когда я делаю обучающий какой-то контент, степ-бай-степ, что-то такое, всегда это пользуется спросом большим. И раньше, когда мне очень нужно было набрать все подписчиков, набрать, ну, как-то добраться до больших компаний, это все имело чуть больше смысла. Сейчас я уже... Мне посчастливилось до них добраться, и у меня есть контакты, работа и прочее. И уже нет такой необходимости продвигаться онлайн. И поэтому есть возможность фокусироваться все-таки на вещах, которые именно мне более интересны. Я всегда считал это очень важно для любого художника. Как раз работа художников, которые вам нравятся, скорее всего, это то, что им нравится делать. Так получается, ну, круче работы. Вот, и я все-таки предпочитаю фокусироваться, да, на том, что мне интересно делать. Привет, Алекс Thunder. Не думал сходить на подкаст «Как делают игры» и затереть про VFX с кем-нибудь, кто больше с 3D FX работает. До чего у них ни разу не было такой темы. Я как бы... Меня куда зовут, я иду. Сам я никуда не стучусь. Все довольно просто. Подкаст «Как делают игры» — это бывший подкаст Галенкина, правильно? Я его не слушал уже миллион лет. Опс. У меня наушники сели. Один момент, ребят, я сейчас вернусь. Итак, я вернулся. Наушники разрядились, не хватает их на 3 часа, и батарейка садится. 9% battery. Yeah, we... I think I will be wrapping it up for today. This is what we've made today. Pretty cool in clip paint. My first try. So far, I like it. it's a bit better workflow than Procreate overall. I think the UI is a bit confusing at first, so I will try to learn it off stream, so I'm a bit more fluid. Смотреть, как работает Рембрандт, не означает понимать, что он делает. Ну, сам он при этом, наверное, понимает, что он делает и может объяснить. Мне не всегда получается объяснить, что я делаю. Почему бывший и настоящий? Плюс еще Кузьмин и Ничи Порчик Тайни Билд. Да, я... Просто он раньше назывался как... Раньше был просто подкаст Галенкин, потом мне сделали, как делают игры. А мне казалось, потом Галенкин ушел, но может быть я ошибаюсь. Очень давно не слушал, не знаю, что там происходит. I enjoyed my lurking today. Thanks, Brian. Nice to see you again. Привет, Алекс, спасибо за стрим. Как тебе работается в Clip Studio Paint? Пока прикольно. Сложно разбираться, потому что нету подсказок, когда мышкой подводишь к иконкам. На планшете я не могу навести на что-то мышкой, получить подсказку, поэтому я просто рандомно тыкаю на все. Так что да, спасибо всем на сегодня, кто пришел. Всех с наступающих праздником. Всех с наступающими праздниками. Thanks everyone for visiting. And happy holidays. I will be streaming this Saturday again, 26th, same time. Probably we'll continue animating this piece. And happy holidays. And see you next time. Thank you. Всем спасибо, всем пока.